response. This is me debunking you. Because I want you to come on your podcast next week and say Poetik Flakko has a great charge. I want you to do it, Corey. That'll be the biggest mistake you ever made in your life. Everything you ever worked for will be mine.
He tried to appeal it and lost. What person who is not even a citizen gets to do that and walk amongst us?
Welcome to True Breakdowns, hosted by Trey.
What's the deal, peoples? You are on True Breakdowns with your host, Trey. Hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. Share the video if you find this educational or entertaining. It pushes me in the algorithm and I truly appreciate it. I mean, I see you guys commenting and leaving your 2 cents and I try to respond. Now let's get into some content, y'all.
But see, I done research on what I'm saying. Why ain't this man kicked out the country? Why do this man live in the Dakotas? He hiding from ICE. Homie, this is LA. If you out here, you might get grabbed by ICE agents if you not legit. And even if you are legit. Anybody got stories about that?
Yeah, they try to get
I know some people who still locked up and they legit, but they keep moving them around so they be in there longer because it's a cold game with that. Hey man, look, let me tell you something. This Mark I'm talking about said I don't know where he at. We gonna see, because them ICE agents know, they be like, Corey, I saw you, you're funny. I was like, hey, what show you gonna be at?
So you see what's going on. Looks like Corey Holcomb is losing it on the 5150 show, because Poetic Flakko has been doing segments about Corey Holcomb's downfall or his perceived downfall. Now, from my perspective, I do see Corey Holcomb's 5150 channel losing some steam, and it might be getting to him a little bit because he's doing some old head shit right now where he's not fact checking and he's doing segments on things that just aren't true. These aren't even half truths.
Now in the Dakotas. But I got one that shoots the camera from an angle like this so you can't see how fat he is. Talking crazy about, shut up. Talking crazy about the streets. Talking crazy about the streets. And this they caught a rape out here in the States. And he's an immigrant. Are you serious, boy? He said, did he get up with you?
Yeah.
I mean, don't say no name.
Yeah.
He said he'll give you his address. Is that what he said?
I gotta read it, yeah, something like that.
Get an address. I bet it's the one I got already.
For example, he goes on live air to say that Flakko is an alleged rapist, when I'm pretty sure it's someone related to Flakko. Now, from what I'm hearing, I think it's his brother. He doesn't go out and say that. Obviously, he doesn't want to shed any light on this anymore. I'm pretty sure he wants to put this behind him because it was traumatizing for him and it didn't directly involve him. But that's something you gotta include on your segment, Corey. As a grown-ass man, it makes you look deplorable and then it makes you look untrustworthy to your subscribers. And you should know this. I mean, I know you're a comedian, but you try to come off like you're a truthful person and like you're like some kind of mentor to your subscription or to your following. But you can't do shit like this. I don't care if you dislike Flakko or not about the things he's been saying. If anything, do better and clean that shit up. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't dislike Corey, and I don't necessarily like Flakko or like Corey, or vice versa. If anything, I've grown up watching Corey Holcomb on like Comic View and BET, shit like that. So to see him act like this, and he's supposed to be the more level-headed one as a fucking, I think he's a boomer, but I don't know. The boomers are losing it looks like, because for you to believe trolls that are giving you misinformation, this is fake news, Corey. You're spreading fake news to pretty much get at someone you perceive as the enemy. When, I mean, Flakko, you should look at him as your subordinate. I know his channel is influential and he has a youthful following, but you shouldn't even be letting him ruffle your feathers like that as an OG and someone who's been through the ranks of Hollywood. I mean, your pocket of jokes, even though they may be distasteful, it is what it is. You got to understand, like, some of the jokes you're saying are not acceptable for this time period, and you can either push forward and accept that and continue to do the content you do and just stay within your niche, or you can accept things, for what they are, by not spreading misinformation on, dudes who are way younger than you, and just keeping it 100 on your podcast, because that's what your followers and subscribers are owed. I know we're not always right. We can't always get it right, and I know Flacco's not your best friend or someone that you're fond of, but if anything, just ignore it and continue with the 5150 show, because you're a public figure. People are going to talk about you, and it's not always going to be positive. I mean, you're an inflammatory person, so you should just be prepared for people to kind of pull your card and check you for the things you've said in the past. So let's get into this content. We're going to watch Flacko give his perspective on the Corey Holcomb situation and how he plans to proceed if Corey Holcomb was to actually mention his name, because Corey does a really good job of, talking around the situation, almost like he knows it's defamation for him to actually mention this guy's name when he can't actually verify. And it's possible Corey might have actually looked up the case. I mean, he can't be this deplorable to where he's going to actually take misinformation to his podcast in 4K and say this shit. But he can't verify it, and he knows not to use the dude's actual name because it can get him in legal trouble.
Had to appeal it and lost.
And this is when it became perfectly clear to me, Corey Holcomb got by trolls. So trolls been doing this for the last probably as long as I can remember while I'm on YouTube, right? People do heavy research on me because they, don't like what I say about them. And after doing crazy and heavy research on me, they can't really find anything because I don't have a dark past. I don't have secrets to hide. I don't have felonies. Like I've never been to prison. Like, it's never happened. So because they can't find nothing on me, they then decide to just make up things or to find things involving my relatives and then try to put it on me, okay? So in the case of this, once he says appeal, it strikes me, aha. Corey Holcomb is talking about the age-old paperwork that belongs to a relative of mine. That trolls will tell my enemies, oh no, this is Poetic Flakko. And then, usual idiots who are thirsty for information on me because they can't defeat me otherwise will then run with it, right? But fortunately, I have everything I need to debunk this. And you're gonna see 4K evidence on why Corey Holcomb is an idiot and why this is absolutely false. Now, as Corey Holcomb tells the story, pay attention. He doesn't say my name ever. Because Corey Holcomb understands, man. The minute you come on your podcast, Corey, and say Poetic Flakko is a rapist, well, everything on that podcast, including that fake plant, is gonna be mine.
That's defamation if you can't prove it. I mean, this is the debunking, so he's letting you know formally that it's not true. So it's pretty much like your cease and desist right here.
Then you come on your podcast and say, Frederick Jala has a grape charge.
This is like an informal cease and desist.
I'm taking it all. But Corey Holcomb knows he's a good old boy. He's not going to say my name because he understands the repercussions. Now, he did say that if I respond, he's going to say my name on the next episode. So, Corey, this is my response. This is me debunking you. Because I want you to come on your podcast next week and say Poetic Flakko has a grape charge. I want you to do it, Corey. That'll be the biggest mistake you ever made in your life. Everything you ever worked for will be mine.
He tried to appeal it and lost. What person who is not even a citizen gets to do that and walk amongst us? But see, I done research on what I'm saying. Why ain't this man kicked out the country? Why do this man live in the Dakotas? He hiding from ICE. Homie, this is LA. If you out here, you might get grabbed by ICE agents if you're not legit. And even if...
So I think a lot of that is just political theater. I still think it's a lot safer being in a blue state, specifically a city like Los Angeles, versus somewhere in, rural America. And I'm gonna stand by that. So I know we've heard of stories where ICE has been harassing, working class immigrants on work sites, especially blue collar work sites. But I honestly think a lot of that is, like I said, political theater, because the deportation numbers are a lot more staggered and a lot more a lot lower than when the Obama administration was active. So, and that's something you need to know. But I will say the quality of immigration, the quality of deportations are a lot worse, because Obama's administration deported a lot more criminals.
If you are legit, anybody got stories about that?
Yeah, they tried to get
I know some people who still locked up, and they legit, but they keep moving them around so they be in there longer, because it's a cold game with that. Hey man, look, let me tell you something. This Mark I'm talking about said, I don't know where he at. We gonna see, because them ICE agents know, they be like, Corey, I saw you, you're funny. I was like, hey, what show you gonna be at? I got some information. I'm like, man, I got the trifecta for you. I know y'all ain't really hanging out in the Dakotas, but I got one that shoots the camera from an angle like this so you can't see how fat he is. Talking crazy about, shut up. Talking crazy about the streets. Talking crazy about the streets. And this
When Flacco lose some weight, it's over for you niggas, bruh.
been caught a rape out here in the States.
That's the last thing he needs to do is lose some
Are
weight.
you serious, boy? He said, did he get up with you?
Yeah.
I mean, don't say no name. He said he'll give you his address. Is that what he said?
I gotta read it. Yeah, something like that.
Get an address. I bet it's the one I got already.
This man is slow. I told you, first off, what about me was...
He is, bro. Yeah, Flacco does his research. I mean, he doesn't have damn near 400K subscribers covering, grassroots stories for a reason. That I'm pretty sure most of his following is like Gen Z. So he's up next. He has a really good subscriber base to like really be up next as like a media figure.
Scream illegal immigrant. I've been here since a kid. I came here legally as a refugee.
Corey
Right? And then I got my green card under my parents. And then I got my citizenship.
Like, what the fuck?
What about me would scream illegal immigrant? It doesn't make sense whatsoever. Also, if I caught a charge that severe,
You gotta laugh at like some of the shit. You just gotta laugh. I would be laughing at Corey Holcomb if he said this shit to me. Like,
why
nigga, you
would
can't
I
be
still
serious
in
right
the
now.
United States and not deported if I got a charge that severe? But nonetheless, though, man, let's debunk Corey Holcomb and show you guys how much of an idiot and the clown he is. But you peep how he told Craig, don't say my name, don't say my name. Because Corey understands the minute he says my name, that entire podcast is mine. I own it all. What Corey Holcomb is referring to when he says that I got a grape charge and he knows that I appealed it, he's talking about this particular case right here, where a lot of the trolls have kind of like resurfaced this to claim it's me when it's not me. So Corey Holcomb got fed some bad information by trolls. So my name is Frederick Jalla. This case is from the Court of Appeals of Ohio from a relative called David Jalla. In the past, some bad faith actors would take screenshots from this document where it doesn't show the first name and then try to pass it off as me. So David Jalla, but this screenshot just says Jalla, was charged with 4 counts. 1 count of rape, 1 count of attempted rape, 1 count of gross imposition, and then 1 count of kidnapping. He was charged with this in March of 2014, and that date is very important because it also shows you why it's not me and they're just liars. But bad faith actors would spread screenshots like this on purpose because my last name is pretty unique, and they won't show the first name on purpose because when people hear Jalla, they automatically think of me because I'm like the most famous Jalla. So they automatically think, oh, this is Flacco, when clearly it's not me, right? It's just false. Corey Holcomb is an absolute liar.
It's not that they think it's you, it's that they want it to be you.
Corey Holcomb spent 30 plus minutes lying, but I'm about to debunk this in under a minute. My legal name is Frederick Minyango Jalla. Here's my ID to prove
Minyango.
David Jalla. It's not me. This
Minyango.
case took place March 6 in 2014 in Cleveland State University. David Jalla was a senior at Cleveland State University in 2014. Here's a yearbook from high school where I'm listed as the class of 2016. I would have been a sophomore in 2014 or a freshman depending on the date of 2014 because, again, here's a high school yearbook that has been listed as the class of 2016.
I mean,
it's literally impossible
I
that
believe
I would
you.
have been registered as a senior at Cleveland State University.
After I see the court documents don't have your name, that's pretty much it for me. Once you show me the ID, we good.
While also being registered as a freshman or
We just see
sophomore
the
in
school.
high school in 2014.
We just beating a
because
dead
I was
horse
listed as the
now.
class of
We get it.
2016. Now, I was able to graduate a year early by taking some additional classes.
This is the
and I
thing.
graduated with
As big as Flacco is, someone would have been debunked this. Like, YouTube would have kicked him off. They wouldn't allow him. Someone in YouTube would stunt his growth. Like, he would get mass reports. Like, there's guys who have been caught with like minors, and they had pretty big. I can't think of the dude's name. I can't think of his name. But he pretty much got that social ban. I think he's like one of the first guys to get that social ban, like how China does it, like where you just can't get on any social media platform. He was caught on a YouTube channel with attempting to meet with like a minor. Obviously, it was a fake setup. It was a sting operation, like Chris Hansen style. They caught him, and then they kicked him. They pretty much banned him on YouTube, and then it just domino effect. So he's trying to create like channels on just like weird sites, and they cut him off. Like, people just find him and report him. Now I think he's trying to change his name, but similar shit would happen to Flacco if any of this were true. Like, there's no way he would just be able to get away with some shit like that, let alone get a following of 400K. Like, YouTube would nip that shit right in the bud, because it ruins their brand integrity to have someone this big with that kind of rap sheet.
With the class of 2015, but that's me graduating high school in 2015. I would not have been a senior in college in 2014, Corey. It doesn't make sense. Now, if you don't believe me, here's the smoking gun, okay? Here's where Corey Holcomb could have simply went online, did a quick Google search, and found everything he's looking for. Here's the literal mugshot from that case. It's clearly not me, all right? Like,
they put the beats on him.
5 years.
Yeah, that's what they do in jail. They put the beats on you. I'm pretty sure they went upside his head a few times, either law enforcement or some of the inmates.
This is not me, obviously. Okay?
They don't like grape in there.
Case. Victim, Ohio, Cleveland State, right? This happened again, convicted in 2014.
And it was a minor.
Gross imposition. Like, yo, if you guys are gonna come with lies about me, you gotta come with the lies that's like more believable, okay? But this is not gonna work. Like, it's not gonna work. Corey Holcomb's best bet would have been, I don't know, like finding clips online of me arguing with other creators and then trying to clip it like in out of context, like other people have been trying to do. All right, like you could have clipped up, I don't know, man, right? Like me telling another content creator, hey, listen, bro, I'm outside, come outside, I'm trying to smoke you, right? Because that content creator obviously made a diss track against a dead relative of mine. So I told him, you know, I'm coming to your city to find you, and when I find you, I'm gonna smoke you. I never went to their city, right? I was texting him from the comfort of my own home. I'm outside, come outside. Now, it's silly things like that. If you want to take that and say, oh, Flacco's a bad person, all right, bro, cool. Right, cool, right? Or you could have very easily taken an audio, right, of me telling another content creator, I'm gonna slap the ish out of you and your son. Now, the son, I believe, was, I don't know, I don't even know, maybe like 13 or 14 at the time. Now, saying I'm gonna slap the ish out of somebody and their kid, that's not cool, that's very bad. But you could have taken that and said, Flacco is a bad person. It would have been, okay, cool, right? All right, cool, I would have taken that. But you
basically saying you could have taken some shit that might have actually happened, most likely happened, that you could probably get some evidence of occurring, rather than some shit like this that we can verify that didn't.
lying
Corey,
about
God damn it.
a grape case? A grape case?
Yeah, that shit bad, bro.
But you did it, and even told Craig, don't say my name because you understood you were lying. This should be your proof why nobody should ever take anything Corey Holcomb says again. Corey Holcomb is not credible. Corey Holcomb is a liar. You see, Corey Holcomb has been going on a tangent about how I've been lying on him by playing
Corey, what the hell?
voice recordings and audio and video of himself making tasteless jokes about kids. He says I'm lying, but it's his own words I'm using against him.
Oh, he's tripping.
But he hasn't been able to prove how I lied. Corey Holcomb made one false allegation about me. I came on here and I broke it down to you guys to a science on how he's lying. So Corey, if you think I'm lying and you think I'm really David Jala, go on your podcast and say Poetic Flaco has a great case. Do it. If you believe it, do it. And watch how I treat you. And watch
You
how
gonna do that shit.
And watch how I take everything you own, including that podcast and that fake plan.
Nah,
But you won't do it because you're a coward. But the people ain't dumb. The people ain't stupid. Okay. Right?
Trying to back him into a corner.
I have a platform of my own, so you can't just lie on me. I'm going.
And that's the thing. Like, you literally saw Corey be like, "Don't say his name. Don't say his name." So you know that he's not gonna do that. We already seen that's like what he's trying to prevent. To be honest, the fact that Flacco can say your name and you can't even say his name, that just looks like some coward shit. And you're like 50. Corey, you need to stop responding to dudes where you won't say their name, because that doesn't make you look tough. That's not street. You're supposed to be able to say the dude's name. So Corey has like this weird reverse psychology, this weird street psychology. It's like he makes up shit as he goes along. And then he says niggas can't have stage names. Like, you gotta use your government name, or he thinks you're weird. Like, nigga, what are you saying right now? So basically niggas like Red Fox, Jamie Foxx, like, niggas can't have stage names? Like, what the hell? Lil Bow Wow, Tupac. Well, that was his real name. Dr. Dre, like, niggas got stage names. I mean, you would argue that Dr. Dre's stage name is a rendition of his real name, but it is what it is. It's still a stage name. It's not his government name. And then if we get into actors, like, that's most of Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like, fucking Tom Cruise, that's not his real name. So, but I don't know. Corey just has flawed logic.
Going to respond back and show the proof. You think you was gonna come on your podcast, lie about me being an illegal immigrant, lie about me having a grape charge? I was just gonna what? Not address it? Not show the proof? Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, then click on this video.
So yeah. We're gonna stop it right there, but that was hilarious. Flacco just kept it straight line and center, no bullshit. He debunked the alleged rumors by Corey Holcomb on 5150. So this should nip the I guess we can call this a beef. They should nip the beef in the bud. It's cooked. So if Corey tries to come back and retaliate, I don't know what he's gonna say, because he's not saying Flacco's name. You know what I mean? But Flacco's saying Corey's name. You know what I mean? So I don't know what Corey's expect, how he's gonna take this any further. And his co-hosts for sure don't know how to play this, because they can't say his name. So I'm sure they're confused, because Darlene for sure looked confused. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Who do you think is winning this beef right now? Do you think Corey Holcomb's winning, or do you think Flacco's winning? I think it's hilarious, but I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Once again, hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. You're on True Breakdowns with Trey. I'm gone. Peace.